Stress and anxiety can negatively affect work performance. Just ask Scott Norwood, whose historic field goal miss in 1991 cost the Buffalo Bills Super Bowl 25. His kicking performance had been consistent in the years leading up to the Super Bowl miss, but the pressure of this situation had simply gotten to him. We sought to improve current limitations in the long-standing aromatherapy industry by providing portability for convenient, immediate relief from stress and anxiety, as well as oxidation-proof storage and delivery. We initially felt we needed to gain legitimacy, as our value proposition's background is one of alternative medicine for alternative people with alternative lives, except for maybe day spas. However, through our study of the olfactory system, we now know more about the science of odor anxiolysis, and felt it was about time this unexploited field gained some legitimate traction. This was the charge of our team NuFaction, with myself, Benjamin Sadrian, as the entrepreneurial lead, Donald Wilson, principal investigator, and John Lieberman, industrial mentor. We set out to test if there is a customer segment for our value proposition for use by professionals in high-stress environments, as well as by therapists working with hyper-anxious populations. Many of our early interviews were with therapists that work with younger populations in our home department of the Child Study Center at NYU, with the idea that the clinical efficiency would be the quickest route towards legitimizing our value proposition. The therapists we spoke with there were interested in our idea so long as we worked together to generate an IRB-approved pilot study to establish efficacy in systematically evaluated subsets of their patients. What we did not know from the outset and needed to learn was that the naturally occurring odorant compounds, even if approved for human consumption, are not necessarily approved for novel routes of administration, such as orthonasal and retronasal olfaction. Combined with the claims that our mixtures are anxiolytic, in fact is a medical claim, novel to any previously established mode of use. Therefore, by promoting our value proposition through the originally conceived path would force the FDA to, quote, take our house and put us in jail. We therefore had to leave the man on the wire hanging for now.
Really were convinced that we're going to go this particular direction. We got great feedback and great data, and it made it clear we really have to go this other direction. And I think we didn't have to throw everything out. We just were able to start in a new direction. I thought that was really interesting.
We pivoted toward our other division of study, which is the common comorbidity of olfactory dysfunction early on or even preceding brain disorders such as Alzheimer's disease and other dementia. It is well understood that as the baby boom generation grows progressively older, a larger segment of our population are at risk for cognitive decline. We therefore wanted to provide a way for older and retired people to keep their minds fit and flexible. We learned that not all people over 40 years old are the same kind of old person. In fact, we found that a specific subset of early retirees are the most concerned about the future of their mental health and most eager to try a new approach to exercising their memory and their sensory systems. It made it difficult to ever get attached to any one value proposition because after a while you start to realize that it's probably going to go away in the next few days with the next few interviews. So. We also learned that components that engage older folks in activity are individual to each person, yet share some consistencies that we can support with our still adapting value proposition.